we walked into one home and it didn't have an office when I first walked in. I was like, nope. First thing I said as soon as we walked in, nope. And the lady's eyes got all big and stuff. Like, well, you haven't seen it? Nope.
Take me in your arms, do just what you want. You're the one I trust. I belong to you, and I'll always be around.
Hey, good morning, fam.
Good morning.
Hey, welcome back to the vlog. As Peggy always say, make sure if you're new, I don't know how to do it as good as you. If you're new, hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, join the fam, all that good stuff that all the YouTubers say.
Yes.
Here you go. It's a beautiful day, fam. We are getting ready to head out, take care of a couple things. Before we head out, we want to talk about what we did yesterday. Yesterday, we decided to do a little bit more house hunting.
Yes.
And we don't mean to end up at Perry Homes, but it just seems like it always ends up that way. We found a good house from one company.
MI Homes. And when I tell you I fell in love with home, it was really nice. And so I'm asking the guy, I'm like, so where can we find this model? Or where can we have it built? And he was like, in this area, we're done. Like, you can't buy this house anymore. And I'm like, so is this for sale? And of course it's not. But what he was peddling was the other floor plans.
Yeah.
And so we couldn't even think about that house. So maybe when we move on to Austin next month, we can look for that floor plan. But I know it's MI Homes.
Yeah.
And I can't remember exactly the floor plan, but it was different.
It was very unique. I think it had 5 bedrooms, but the windows in one of the rooms were unlike any windows we have ever seen.
Floor to ceiling windows.
Floor to ceiling windows.
You
in
don't
a
see
bedroom.
that in homes.
No,
like, you don't see that. So I'm like, we can't use that as a bedroom. We got to use that as an upstairs something. So before we were considering only houses with everything, like one level.
Yeah.
That's our whole thing, was one level. But then we went into a model yesterday that had everything on the first floor, but they had a bonus room and a bedroom up on the second floor. And that works well for us as well.
Like I said, so we end up at a Perry home. Now, I want to go ahead and show it to you real quick. Now, we're not going to talk over this. I want you to see the home, and then we're going to come back and talk to you about how we felt about this home. Now, we gave you guys a price range before. This was like near the bottom. We was like in awe and in shock that this was in our price range and then near the bottom. But there was something missing. We just couldn't put our finger on it. And so we're going to go ahead and show it to you right here, and then we'll come back and talk to you about what was missing. So as you can see, that was a beautiful home. It had everything I thought, like Peggy's favorite floor plan, the 2737. It had everything in there, but something was missing. We kept on thinking about it while we was walking around, and then we realized what it was. It was the bonus room.
Yeah.
The bonus room was missing, and we didn't realize that we really wanted that bonus room so much until we walked in the floor plan that had everything else but the bonus room.
Yeah.
Now, it may sound like we're just, like trying to get everything, but guess what? We are trying to get everything. This is our final home. This is the home that we're going to retire in and everything else. And so we want everything in this house. And even though that was a great and that was a beautiful home, obviously, didn't have everything. And so the hunt continues. The hunt just continues, fam. It was beautiful. I loved it, but just came up a little bit short.
It's difficult house hunting right now, but I told Donald, I was like, we have one more area that we were told about that we need to check. And then we're going to move on to Austin because we went yesterday, like the young lady was taking us around yesterday. And the housing areas just got more sad and more sad. And I'm like, no, ma'am. I'm like, I don't think you understand what we're saying, because she started taking us down. When I say it's taking us down low, like the materials that they are using in these lower priced homes are just not that great. Look at the home. Is this where you could be comfortable? Is this where you won't mind saying, okay, come home, be happy, all that? He wasn't getting all that yesterday. Yesterday was so frustrating.
It was very frustrating.
Because we probably looked at about 6, 7, 8 homes, and when I tell you one community was made for the height challenge.
The vertically challenged people.
Vertically challenged people.
It was lower ceilings.
I'm like, Donald, look at this neighborhood.
They all
I'm
look
like,
short for some reason.
These houses barely look, I mean, I know they were, but they didn't even look 6 feet tall. And I'm like, what? Where are we?
A lot of these houses are definitely beautiful and everything, and we feel blessed to be able to get any one of these houses. But this is the last house that I'm going to be buying for us. This is it. This is the final thing. The
forever home.
The forever home that people always like to say.
Just the forever home.
And so if it doesn't have everything that we really want, I'm not going to be compromising this time. I've compromised my whole life on so many things. I am not compromising on this. We walked into one home and it didn't have an office when I first walked in. I was like, nope. First thing I said, as soon as we walked in, nope. And the lady's eyes got all big and stuff, like, well, you haven't seen it. Nope. I want an office when I first walk in. I want a bonus room. I want a good sized master bedroom. I want most of it on the first floor, maybe a little bonus room area up on the second floor if the floor plan is correct.
Yeah.
I want a good sized kitchen. I want good materials. I want sturdy living. I want a good neighborhood. I want Peggy to be able to go shopping without having to get on big highways and stuff like that. I want it all, fam. I just want it all. And if we have to get outside of Houston or whatever to get it all, we're just going to get it all. I'm not going to let price be the determining factor.
But anyway, I think we have one more area to look at, one more place to look at in this area, and then we're going to go off to Austin and San Antonio to look at those 2 areas, because we want to make sure that we're making a good decision. So you guys said you wanted to see these homes, so we're going to continue to show them to you, but time is winding down, like serious, because I'm like, oh, we got time. We're not trying to move until, at first I was saying April, but now I'm like, I want to move earlier, right? So time is winding down, and the one that was she gave us a really good deal on one, and I mean a really good deal on one, but it's just not what we like.
Exactly.
And I did not want to take it, right? Because instead of coming up with money, they would have owed us money taking that house. But and it was a new build, everything, but I just did not like the house. It wasn't, I wish, right? But she was like, if you do it today, if you sign today, if we approve you today, you won't be able to move in until December anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's kind of good timing if you think about it. But again, it just wasn't for us. So We want to thank you guys too, because a lot of you are reaching out with information.
Yeah. Got a lot of great information.
It is really, I mean, one lady broke down one house. She was like, "You don't want that house because of X, Y, Z." And
cabinets are made like this, and
yeah,
this is,
and
see
we
this.
didn't.
Yeah,
those were things that we didn't think of. So I'm like, I want you guys to be involved in the process of us getting a home, but you know, we won't let you pick it for us, but you know, just helping us along helps us along.
There you go.
So we're happy now. We're in the car again. We left DJ home by himself this morning, and he knew something was off because I came out the room and I was like, okay, I'm ready. And so he runs to the door, because normally when I say I'm ready and I got my purse,
means we leaving.
That means we leaving. And so Donald was like, come on, DJ.
And he just looked at me like...
He looked at Donald and he fell on his back. He's like, I guess he's like, no. No. So we normally try to leave like the iPad on and it can play like our videos and stuff so he can hear Donald's voice. But the last time we left it on, he slapped that down. He was like, I ain't trying to hear it. So he's home by himself, so we're trying to wean him that way, because he don't need to go everywhere we go. And plus, when we go in these stores, it's hot outside.
It's too hot outside.
And he can't sit in the car like that, because we made a mistake yesterday and took him with us, and we had to leave the truck running for the most part, and I don't like that. So he's going to have to start staying home more, and he'll be fine.
Exactly.
He'll be fine. We're never gone more than an hour or two. So.
So somebody gave us a suggestion, instead of leaving him in the kennel while we're gone, find a small closed room like a bathroom, leave out a little, we call it training pads down on the ground.
That's what we did.
And that's what we did. So we got him closed up in the bathroom this time. I got his little seat, his little bed in there, got some water in there, and got a little training pad down. So I'm pretty sure his anxiety is an 8, but eventually it's going to get down to a 7, 6, 5, and so forth, and he'll be fine. So
and he will be fine.
He will be fine, fam. So today, today we are heading to Sam's. We're gonna get some grocery shopping done. Do you have any specific plans, babe? I know there's a few things I need. You know, coffee, croissant.
Well, listen, you know I'm gonna cruise y'all to death. We're going on this cruise. We got like 7 weeks left, something like that. And so you know this is when we try to do right and eat healthy and yada. So
she's doing good. She's doing better than I am. I need to get on the ball.
Anyway, fam, we'll see you while we're in Sam's.
All right, fam. Hey, what's going on, fam? The Don here. We just left Sam's Wholesale Club, and of course we couldn't find everything we needed, so now we're here at Peggy's new favorite grocery store, HEB. So this is a good time for another episode of Waiting in the Truck for Peggy. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Sometimes you find new ideas and quotes and stuff that kind of stick with you. And I found a quote the other day from legendary philanthropist Al Capone. Now, Al Capone is not somebody I would normally be quoting, but he had a very good expression. And he was talking about $1 worth of friends. He said he'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. And so I started thinking about what that meant. Very popular people can have 100 pennies. They can have a whole lot of people who just want to be around them, hang on, get what they can get from them, all that kind of stuff. But 4 quarters, I equate those 4 quarters being the good friends, the people who are there for you, the people through your, what do you say, ride or die, or all that kind of stuff. People who has your back. Have you ever heard somebody say, I don't have any friends? Or maybe you said it. I don't have any real friends. I'm hoping that's not the case. Because people need friends. People need connections. That's what it is. We start equating friends with people who will do stuff for you and people who will show up, or people who got your back kind of thing, which is good. It's good to have. We really need connections. You got to be able to call somebody and say, hey, I'm in a bad neighborhood, just make sure you check on me. Or I'm at a bar, I think somebody might try to put something in my drink, or something is going on right now. I just need you to make sure that I'm okay. We're going to this new spot, never been there before. Just make sure if I don't call you by 11, get a hold of me or something. They don't need to be people you go party with, or people you invite to the barbecue all the time, or people you feel a need to impress. They're just people that you know that are good people. See, I love the way these little talks go. So what I want to encourage you to do is find some good people and create some connections. Might not be fun people, might not be exciting people, might not be people who can like drive over or bail you out of jail every time or something, but they're connections. They're there for you. You can get a hold of them and stuff. It's important to have connections. I love the way these little talks go. I got a smile on my face thinking about that, because that's a pretty important part. Humans are social creatures. Sometimes we feel like I don't have any friends, or I don't need any friends. That probably comes from being let down too much. Somebody you've loaned money to, but when you need something, no, I can't help you, man. No, I plan on doing this, I plan on doing that, and oh no, Saturday I can't be moved because I'm going to the movies, or I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So I guess the reason why a lot of us don't have as many friends as we would hope or should have is because we've been let down too much, or you've been let down too much. So just want to encourage you to get some more connections. If you can't make friends, maybe your connections can be friends. Friends can be connections, but not all connections are what we call friends in today's definition and stuff. But get you some quarters. Fill your pockets up with some quarters. That's all the advice I have in today's edition of Waiting in the Truck for Peggy.
Take me in your arms, do just what you want. You're the one I trust. I belong to you, and I'll always be around when I need some loving, baby. And I'll never let you down, let you down, let you down. I'm your song, and you're playing all my melodies. There's no one else, 'cause baby we got chemistry. You give me feelings that I never knew. This heart of mine will always and forever belong to you. You and me were meant to be as one. The universe